Hey guys, Forsaken here, and today I bring you an arena run of mine with Rogue. Hearthstone video. Again, like if you didn't saw my channel update, then go ahead and look at it. This is basically replacement stuff for the time when I do not make StarCraft videos, so that you still get one video a week. That's my goal here. While I do not do StarCraft videos, guides or stuff, because they just take a lot longer to do. So I will draft a deck with you guys, and then I will play 1 or 2 games with it, depending on how long this takes. So I'm shooting for roughly 20 to 30 minutes per video I make. The only exception are long XCOM missions, because it makes no sense to chop them off, but you will see this yourself when some video launches. So here I think we go with the Exorcist, because Rogue really is a tempo class in Arena, and both other minions are really bad for tempo. So let's go with this. Under the same measure, we should go with Argent Squire here, but sometimes the refreshment vendor is pretty good, especially for Rogue, because you hit a lot of stuff with your weapons. So I guess I actually will take the refreshment vendor here, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's see. I think just value-wise and like in the tier list, the Argent Squire for Rogue is actually really good, because you can threaten 2 drops with your Argent Squire and then attack into them with a weapon. So I guess I will stick with the Argent Squire, because we get good 4 drops. Normally you get some in your draft, but good 1 drops are pretty rare. So we'll get the Squire here. Here the Argent Horse Rider is really good. Trades into most 2 drops as a 3 drop immediately, and then leaves the body on the board. So there's not much else you want to have. Here the Stalker is pretty good, I think. The Scarab is nice, but there are not that many great 3-drop cards for Rogue, except maybe Fan of Knives, I think. And maybe the Weapon, but I guess that's about it. So I guess the Stalker is really good, as it's a 2-drop, which just stays stealth, so you can play this as just an additional threat, but you do not have to attack and reveal it. So we'll go with that. Force Tank Max is a pretty good card to top out your deck, I think. So we'll go with that one. Ogre Brute is really great. And Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil is pretty good. But I like the Ogre more, because it's just more reliable. And as we are going for like the first 10 cards to draft are just basically value-wise. Then you look at synergy, and in the last 10 cards you look for fixing your holes in your deck. Like if you don't have a taunt or heal stuff like this, and you get those, you may as well want to add them. So we get the Ogre here. So here's another mediocre 4-drop with no buffs in the deck right now. This is pretty mediocre, not to say bad. So in this in this circumstance, and especially because we are Rogue and Rogue needs tempo early on, I guess we will take the Crocodilus here. Pilot Shredder is almost a no, like just a brainless take here from the draft. The best 4-drop in the game, so we'll take that one. Another good 2-drop. Then we will go with the Summoner, I think. Yeah, the Experimenter is just too bad. We have only minions right now, so yeah, even though stat-wise this is not very good, it survives the turn. Kind of a pretty big impact. Okay, South Sea Deckhand here is really good, and Hungry Dragon might also be decent. Like if we look at the curve right now, we have a decent amount of 1 and 2 drops. For our first 10 drafts, we are not really that top heavy. So at the moment, I think Hungry Dragon is pretty good. South Sea Deckhand is really good as a normal 1-drop in some matchups, but also a pretty bad 1-drop. Could act as a 2 damage if we have a weapon, so that's versatility we need to find. But I guess for this one, Hungry Dragon or South Sea Deckhand, I think we keep the 1-drop here, just because again good 1-drops are rare to find, and the added versatility is pretty good. Okay, so here the Kraken is another top deck card, or top high-end card in this deck, which is pretty good. Equally, the Boulder Fist Ogre But yeah, like the huge toad might just be good for Rogue in general, but we are missing a lot of other good cards here. In our late game spot, 4 to 5 to 6, so I guess we take the ogre here. And we just need to be really careful right now about more 6 and pluses, because 3 is okay. You may go up to 5, but everything above that is pretty bad, because you can normally only play one of these. And therefore, 5 drops like the Stranglethorn Tiger here, which is one of the best 5 drops in the arena, are generally preferred to mediocre 6 and above drop. So yeah. Alright, so the Recruiter is pretty bad 5 drop. Shade of Nax is okay, but tempo-wise doesn't really fit. Then we have the Faceless Manipulator. I mean, this could be nice. Could Faceless something big, and even if this is just, for example, Stranglethorn Tiger, something like this, this could be good. And we could also trade our low impact cards in and copy the big minion before. But at the same time, I think that 5 mana for this effect, and it's very, very conditional, might not be the best idea. I think I want to remove the big minions anyways as early as possible, so I guess I will go with the Shade. Clockwork Gnome is nice, Sylvan Regent is nice, and the Squire is also nice. So we have some nice cards, I guess. So which one do we pick? I guess currently it's not that unlikely that we will hero power on turn 2. So this makes the Lowly Squire play a lot better. At the same time, Clockwork Gnome is nice because of the versatility. I think Silverhand Recruit is not that great here. But I think if I want to go for one drop out of the 2, I think I will pick the Squire, so we'll go with him here. Goblin Auto Barber is just way too good to not take, especially his Rogue. And here we have another late game card, which we might not want. Oh, this is like, could get the Charger, which could be pretty big in top deck situations, and otherwise it's a 3 for 3 mana, like 3 damage for 3 mana, which is okay. The Sentinel is pretty good in this deck though, because we have a decent amount of early game, kind of sticky early game, with the Argent Squire, with the Horse Rider, with the Shredder. So this could fit the deck well when we get control early and bot control early. We're missing a bunch of force right now, which I hope we will fix. So I guess this is a pretty good card to play on 5 with bot control. With this deck at the moment, I think we should, and I hope we can go into this direction a little bit more right now. For example, with this great 3-drop. Oh, this is perfect versatility. We have board clear here. This is awesome. Pick this card. Grail seems not that great, to be honest, but both other options are just horrible. So we'll pick Betrayal here, just because we want the early game board control. And Betrayal counteracts that. Like, we will counteract the Betrayal effect by just having the board control. There's that. I guess a Mech Warper could be good here, because we have a few mechs, so that could be nice. The Stone Split Rock's pretty good as well, I guess. But because of the synergy, we can get the Mech Warper here. This is an awesome 1-drop, so we might as well just pick this, I think. This is not that common because we need the weapon, and because we have such an early game heavy deck right here, I think we will stick with this. Whereas this is a really, really good 4-drop, but it resets tempo a little bit because we have to return something to our hand. Takes the tempo away that we definitely need with this kind of deck. And it's a pretty weak 4-drop at 4 HP, so we don't really want that one. So basically it's Buccaneer, Deadly Poison. And I think the Buccaneer just wins out. Eviscerate seems like the best choice here. We have a decent early game right now, and Eviscerate could just be the card that we need to either get rid of his pesky 4-drop or to just finish up the game. Borg Infiltrator, great 1-drop. But let's look at the synergy of Tinkertown Technician. So we have about 4 to, or like 5 to 6 max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 max. This is pretty okay. We have 2 drop max. Should make this insane. We have 3, 4. So I guess this is pretty good actually. And we have so many 1-drops that I don't think that the Infiltrator will be that significant. We actually got way too many good 1-drops in this draft. So I guess a little bit more synergy here with this for our max is pretty good. And then we get this one. So I guess, yeah. So I think I will take the Shadila here. This is just way too bad as a card. Like two mana for 2/2 is just not really great. This has the same stats as this one, and this has synergy with our deck. So that's a no-brainer. We still have no 4-drop to speak of, which is bad. But we have the Wolf Alpha here, so that's just a great card overall, especially with such a curve, early game heavy curve, so we'll get that one. There's our 4-drop finally with a Yeti. The Kodo seems really great, but we also have this card here, which could be good. Like, we have so many mechs in the stack. That's like insane. So maybe we take this, but on its own it's pretty bad. So I guess I will take the Kodo here just to basically snowball a little bit more with our early game creatures. Our Belcher is great, like I will take a Belcher any time of the... So this is the deck here. Seems pretty good, to be honest with you. Like, this seems like a cool deck which can curve out early pretty well. And then finish the game with yeah, some strong creatures here. I especially like to see only 3 creatures above 5. So that's really great. Because that doesn't clog up our hand. So yeah, pretty good deck, I guess. Let's go. So the thing with the channel update I talked about at the start of this video, it's that at the moment and for a few weeks to come, I won't really be able to play or produce StarCraft content, to play StarCraft produce content for the game. I just don't have the time that I can commit to this game. And therefore I will do like 1 video a week, maybe 2, depending on my time, but like definitely 1, I think, for other games. And Hearthstone is a game that I play pretty regularly. And the other game I play pretty regularly at the moment, and which is really good for YouTube, and especially for a StarCraft audience, I think, is XCOM 2. So I will do videos about that game. If you haven't heard of it before, definitely check it out. And yeah, here I just mulliganed everything for better early game because I have so much early game. And I basically got it, you know, like this is pretty good that he did this to my creature, and we just picked up another 2-drop here. So we may just want to play the 2-drop into a 3-drop Horse Rider Spider Tank, so that's like a really strong curve, especially if he pings again, would be really good, and then we can go into Spider Tank or something else depending on what we need. So I guess we will just go with this 2-drop here. And this has also the benefit to grow while we use our weapon. So this can be relatively hard to deal with. And he's picking 2 times, so his tempo loss is just incredible. So unless he kills this with his... Yeah, he kills it. Okay, so in the end was alright, I guess, for him. But we are in the driver's seat. We have control of the game right now. We drop a really imposing 3-drop here. And we have the coin, so yeah, you can trade into almost any 4-drop here with the hand we have right now. So let's see what he does. Like a 3/5 4-drop is okay for us. We can deal with that. So he gets the Flame King. Wow, this guy has all kind of dances. And he gets the sheep. Alright, so the sheep actually kind of sucks. But play this to get +1/+1, but then, you know, we'll die and everything, so it's not great. But I think what I want to do here is to weapon into this and then play a 3-drop, and I guess we will just play the taunt here, because he could just ping the Horse Rider to death, and that's not something we want. Next turn we have 5 mana, so we could, with the Wolf, we could pump up the Exorcist and the Horse Rider. So I guess that's a pretty good deal. And then turn 6 drop the Ogre. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the best we can do with this hand. Kind of sucks that he has had kind of almost the perfect answers here, everything we played, but it's also alright, I guess. I think we're pretty much still in a good position. It's a pretty weak turn 4 play, but it's okay because he doesn't have any board as well. So yeah, there we go. Let's see what he plays here. Otherwise, I'm pretty confident in my turn 5 play. Yeah, so he plays that, so that's actually perfect. That is really, really great. So let's do the Horse Rider play here into the Wolf play. Kill this. And then we can actually weapon into this. Go face. So this is a really, really good play. He will most likely probably kill the 3-1 here with a ping. But then he only can drop a 4-drop, and we can follow up with an Ogre, and the Ogre is really, really good against Flamestrike, and that's the most likely card that he has here that we need to play around. Ogre is really good here, so I'm glad I picked it in the draft as well. Wow, he sheeped this. What the fuck? Alright, so this is a happy Ogre. That's all I want to say here. This is incredibly like, I don't even understand this. Like, what the fuck? He just sheeped the Wolf. Alright, I guess. Maybe he has another one. Like, he's hovering over his top decked card, so maybe that's a good one. It's a Scarab. Yeah, he could top deck something, or like discover something cool. For example, Frostbolt would be pretty good in this scenario here, I think. Even a Taunt would be okay. So we'll see about that. We have now the deckhand combo here, so that's nice. And there's an unstable Ghoul. Okay. So the Ghoul will just basically die here. The thing is, what do we want to play besides that? So let's calculate this turn. I think we will just attack with the Exorcist into the Ghoul and then attack with the Sheep. This will leave our Taunt at 2 life, which then we can weapon his Scarab and play the Ogre Brute, and then go face with the Ogre itself. This will play a little bit into Flamestrike here. So let's see what else we can do. We could also just like use the South Sea Deckhand here as a charge with the weapon, kill the damage Golem, and basically kill all his board, I guess. This. Yeah, so we could clear almost everything. So I like that a lot more. Alright, that's pretty good. Like, if he flame strikes, we can still hit him for 6 in the face, or like for 7 next turn, which is almost a 2-turn clock. Like, we need our Eviscerate to make the 2-turn clock, but it's pretty good. We also could top deck Tiger or Kraken, anything like that. So that's a good turn, I guess. There's the taunt that he got out of the Scarab, so we'll see that we kill that. Question now is, do we want to kill that with the Ogre, even though it dies to a ping? And the reason why we would want to do this is that we may be better, like we may set us up better for a next turn lethal. So if we attack him, he's at 11 with the Ogre, and that would mean that he basically, if he pings, he could still Flame Strike, but nah. I think Flame Strike doesn't even save him, so I think his best bet would be actually a Blizzard here. The only thing is that when we attack his bear with our Ogre and he then Flame Strikes, do we lose lethal? And I think the answer is yes. So I guess I don't value the Ogre that much, but alright. The Ogre wanted to go face, so I guess there we go. And this means that we can go ahead and play this tank here, hit him for 1 in the face, and then see what he does. So I think he just like his early game wasn't the greatest, even though it seemed okay because he could deal with everything we played. Just eventually, our tempo was too strong, and that's kind of what you want as rogue. So I think an ice block here or an ice barrier even would be kind of okay. The other things wouldn't really help him, so yeah, I think like if the ogre hits, we can get him down to 1 HP before we pop the ice block anyways, which would mean almost certain death next turn. So here his polymorph would be great again, and like yeah, I think the polymorph was his biggest mistake. Like polymorphing a wolf to save 2 face damage is I don't even I don't even understand this.
What to do?
So this seems like a pretty good start here, and yeah, he's kind of dead. There's another polymorph which he created. All right, this does save him, I guess, if the ogre doesn't hit face, which could very well happen. Yeah, okay, so the ogre betrayed me once again. So I guess the Belcher here is a pretty good play. Because it kind of survives and we can develop a Shade and Crocolisk behind the Belcher even if he Flame Strikes. So I think that's a pretty good call here. And we can get a weapon attack here as well, so there we go. We will save our other small creatures here for the Flame Strike that's coming right now, I think. And we basically put him on a 3-turn clock just by having him on 4 HP. And we still have Eviscerate in the deck. We still have the Kraken in the deck. We still have the Buccaneer in the deck. So we have a few ways of kind of finishing off pretty soon. Okay, so that's interesting. He doesn't have charge. And that seems to be the game. Like, I don't know what 5 mana card can save him here. Like, Frost Nova could save him. Okay, so that's the game. GG. So we are 1-0 right now, and I think we will keep playing for one more game. We're like 20 minutes into the game right now, so I guess one more game would be pretty great. And basically close this video out. So again, expect a few more videos over the next course of the week from me. I want to try really hard to get at least a video per week in again. I think the most constant video I will be making will be the XCOM series. There should be a video up pretty soon about like what's XCOM. I will play it through the tutorial, especially for story reasons, and I will explain the game to you and all the mods I use, and then we will start on the Iron Man, aka Honest Man, because I use so many mods. Playthrough here on Legendary pretty soon. Yeah. Alright, so this is a pretty okay hand. I don't really like this one, but as it's one of our only 2 drops, I guess I keep it. Maybe I should have mulliganed aggressively for 1 drops. But yeah, this is probably a trade he wants to play. Even though for us this doesn't really change anything, we would still play our 3-drop on 3. We have no 4 drops in hand, like we only have 2 in the deck. So even if this survives, it doesn't really do much. So he does this. It is okay. We can just Argent Horse Rider this down, force him to use his hero power on turn 3, which he doesn't really do, and then play our Ogre Brute next turn. So that's a pretty good trade for us. We will take initiative back by doing this because he most likely will hero power it. Yeah, and that's a pretty good measure of his, but we take the board control back and maybe we get the Yeti or the Shredder here. Nope, not quite, but Tiger is a really good 5-drop. So that's a pretty good 3-drop as well, like 4 stars for 3 is really good, but as we saw in the last game, it was just a few lethals and stuff like this. He's ramping right now and then getting a Chode, so he must have a 6-drop here. But yeah, so what do we want to do? I think the Tiger here is a really good thing to play. And 6-drop could be the Sun Fury Protector. And as he just ramped, I really hope that this misses. Okay, so we don't have to Like I didn't mean the ogre, but the death rattle of the toad here. That this misses because he really wants to play the 6-drop, I guess. And if he would have hero powered it down, then this would have meant that he couldn't play a 6-drop that he wants to play. I expect a Sunfury Protector here, which will get killed by the tiger as well as the ogre buffed by the wolf, so it's pretty good, okay. So it doesn't actually have 6-drop, alright, so he wants to go with this one. Don't quite understand why he wants to do that, because the ogre will just kill it and now he's just hero powering, so I have no idea what his plays are here. But I will save my Eviscerate, and I want to trade into this so very badly. But I guess the ogre, like once again, this ogre missed 4 times out of 4, so that's quite the ogre. So maybe we just Eviscerate it anyways, so we can develop the Shredder here, because I don't want to trade in my Stranglethorn Tiger at the moment. And as we will reveal it as well, like the placement doesn't really matter. So there we go. Alright, so this sets us up for pretty surprising lethal, I guess. That's 14, 15, 16 damage next turn. So we are 1 damage off lethal here. Which is pretty nuts. On turn 7 in Arena, that's a pretty good thing. So yeah, the ogre is still really, really interesting. Didn't really hit anything we wanted to hit it ever. So I guess the title of the video was something really like ogre, yeah, you know. So yeah, let's see. We have a good turn 7 plays in our hands here, the Wolf Rider and the Sentinel. So that's really great, especially on this board with the Death Rattle. The Sentinel is insanely good, and he's 2 mana points away from combo. This is like the only reason I see for him buffing the Toad and going face. But it's Arena, so I don't know, but he still has 2 cards out of his mulligan phase, one of which he kept, one of which he mulliganed away, and 1 card from turn 1. So I have no idea what he really has. But I think if he wants to combo me, really much too late to do that. So I might just combo to kill the tiger, or he's just AFK, I don't really know. Seems like either he has given up or he's AFK. So this is 9, 13 damage, 14, 15, 16. So I guess we will just do that, bring him down to 1 life for next turn, I guess, or to 2. No, yeah, because then we have 2 turn lethal anyways, and I don't think he can do anything against this one, like this board. So yeah, he's AFK anyways. Yeah, this wasn't the greatest second game here, but it's already like half an hour almost that this video took. So yeah, my opponent left and the ogre finally hit face after nothing else was on the board, so that's great. And I thank you guys for watching, and I'm not quite sure if I will continue this particular arena run in the future, or just like show you 1 run here, 1 run there, you know, maybe if I go higher in wins I will show you a video out of these runs, like at 10, 11, 12 wins, something like that, you know, I can record these games. So let me know actually what you think about this video, if you want some constructed gameplay, if you want some arena gameplay, if you want me to continue this 1 arena run here that I have right now, or start new ones, basically mix it up, show arena, show constructed, stuff like this. Let me know, and I most likely will consider it and maybe put it in the next video. So thanks guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hearthstone was requested, so I hope you guys are happy now, and I will see you next time. Bye.